Hello everyone, welcome to another Roblox game development tutorial. In today's tutorial, we're going to begin working with dynamic lighting and learning how it really works. That's a very new technology in Roblox, only came out a couple months ago, but I just have been itching to show you guys how to use it. I really love dynamic lighting. I think it adds like a fourth dimension to Roblox, because lighting just is amazing. There's a lot of glitches about it, a lot of things I don't really like about it, a lot of things Roblox really could have done better on. But a lot of it's okay. A lot of it's actually pretty good. So I've almost deleted our entire tycoon. Hold on, we got a couple other things to take care of here. Alright, done. Now everything's deleted and we can get to work on our dynamic lighting. So first step, go to the Explorer, click Lighting, and then go down to Properties. Now there are a lot of properties here, a lot of which I have not talked about ever here. But our main thing right now is just going to be this brightness. Thing about dynamic lighting is light shines best and is most visible when there's not a brighter light around. So we'll change this brightness of the entire world to 0. So while the sky may still look bright, you'll notice there's not really any glare on these bricks. That's good. We're going to copy this brick, and we're going to name this part, go over to Properties, or Explorer, whichever, Light, and then shrink it up a little bit. That way it's a little bit more manageable. Alright, now, let's just change its color. I'm going to just go with blue. That way, no, blue's not lightish. We'll go, not orange, yellow, alright? So yellow kind of represents light, kind of gets the point across. So now let's insert, I'm going to pull up basic objects, hold on. And we're going to insert a light. Yes, it's very simple to do this. It's just another object that you put into the brick. So there's a bunch of basic objects you can put into this brick. 2 of them are ones we'll be using to learn how to use dynamic lighting. Point light and spotlight. Today we'll be working with point light. The difference between these is point light creates kind of an orb of light around the brick. Meanwhile, the spotlight is like a spotlight. It kind of projects a cone of light. It starts small and expands out in a circle as it gets further. So we're going to use spotlight or point light today. Insert the point light. I'll put basic objects back in its place. Alright, now we have this point light inside our light, and you guys can already see that this point light is creating a circle around our little brick that is lighting up this other brick a little bit. Right? Okay. So we're going to change the color though, and we're going to change it to yellow because that's the color of our brick and it fits better. And we're going to look at all these properties here. First we have brightness. Brightness kind of is self-explanatory to a degree. I say to a degree because the brightness for lights a lot of times also has an immediate reaction to the range. The range is sometimes determined by the brightness. But in this case, the range and brightness are different. I'll talk about range in a couple seconds. But see this light here? If we wanted this to be much more potent, much more obvious, we could change this to bright. You're just looking here. I'll just tell you what I'm changing it to. You could change the brightness to 2. It's a little bit more obvious. You could change it to 10. It's a little bit more obvious. But as you can see, the range really isn't affected. It just fades out less. If we go to 50, you can't really tell a difference. So once you get to like 10, I don't think there's too much that changes. Because I haven't seen anything. Alright, next, go over here. We'll look at color again. I already showed you guys this a little bit, but I didn't really explain it. The color is a color 3 value, and it's the color of the light being projected. So and it has nothing to do with the brick that's projecting it. I just changed it to yellow to match. But if we wanted to go with green, it would look green. Yeah, I'd change the color of our brick a little bit too, because that's kind of what light does. Even though you have a white light bulb, it still glows a bit more yellow once you turn it on. So there you go. It's green. You can barely see it, but I'll amp this up to 10. And now you can see it a bit better. So green's there. Or we could do even red for this yellow light. And then we get an orange looking brick, but it's still yellow. It's just the light changes it. So that's what light does, right? If it's a different color than white, it's going to make everything look slightly different. White just makes everything brighter. Alright? So we'll go back to yellow now, and then we'll look at enabled. Enabled is a bool value, and if it's checked or true, then the light is going to work. If it's not, then the light's useless. It's not doing anything. So you can look at enabled kind of as the light switch. On, checked on, not checked off. On, off, 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 on, off. Okay, so I wasted some of your time just saying on, off. But still, I hope you guys get the idea that it is basically the light switch to these lights. We'll on it again because we need it. Now look, we have it at 10 because that makes it very obvious how far this is going. So look at the range right now. Alright, now go back to the range. The range is literally like the radius or diameter, I'm not sure which yet, I think it's radius, of the light, especially for point lights. I'm especially sure that it's radius then. It's the radius of the light because it goes in a circle. So if we change this to 20, just go back and look over there, watch it change. You'll know I changed it as soon as I press enter. Boom. Huge change. Much bigger, and you can go up to basically any number you want. 200 now. It's overlapping this brick, and you can see that so easily. So it works great. Now there's a slight problem sometimes, such as right now. There's no shadows. You don't see a shadow, and that's because lighting's brightness is nothing. So we'll go back to lighting and change its brightness to like 0.5. So we still won't see shadows here, but we'll see shadows elsewhere now. A little bit. And it just helps out making things a bit better. So there you go. That's how to use a point light. We'll be going through this a lot more when we get to scripting. But tomorrow we'll be working on spotlights. Alright? So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like or the dislike button corresponding to how you felt about this video, and I will catch you guys later.